Majesty Queen Sirikit, the Queen Mother, highlights her role as a devoted spouse and guardian of Thailand's royal continuity.
Thailand increases airport taxes to fund major upgrades, aiming to enhance passenger experience and capacity at key airports.
Princess Cup 2025 is coming, featuring dog shows, equestrian performances, and competitions starting December 22nd.
สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีค่ะ
Welcome to this week's episode of Thai Pulse. Now for this week's episode, we're going to begin with a special tribute to Her Majesty Queen Sirikit, the Queen Mother. So on the previous tape, we were just talking about something more intimate, more human, her role as a mother, to her own children and also to her nation as well. And earlier than that, we were talking about her royal duties. But those are the things that most people think about when we talk about Her Majesty. But today I want to continue talking about something that is still human and very intimate as well, which is her role on being a wife and a great supporter to her husband, to her king. So now, as a wife, usually a wife would provide emotional support, stability, and continuity behind the scenes. She also played a key part in supporting the king's public duties. We would see her with the king everywhere, on TVs or on the news. She would be there kneeling down, talking to her people. And also she helped to manage internal royal affairs and upholding royal traditions also. She is someone who offers counsel and reassurance. The moment she spoke, just very captivating. I remember the first time watching her video on YouTube. When she was walking and, seeing her demeanor was fine, but the moment she spoke, that got me. I was thinking, wow, she has this subtle power. She has this very soft, kind demeanor, but that subtleness just speaks so loud. It's just so powerful. You can just feel it.
Yeah.
And I think even with that subtleness, it builds a foundation for stability as well. She used her softness and subtleness as her strengths, I would say. And so I think we can say that Her Majesty has set an excellent example of what being a queen is, and later on a queen mother. And she wasn't just our humble nation figure, but she's a strong supporter beside a great king.
On August 12th of every year is Her Majesty's birthday, and it has been officially designated as Thailand's Mother's Day since 1976. Well, before that, Thailand used other dates to celebrate Mother's Days. There were different days like March 10th, April 15th, October 4th. It was not like official Mother's Day. The first official Mother's Day event was held in 1943 at Suanampon, organized by the Ministry of Public Health. But because of World War II, Mother's Day celebrations were suspended for several years because the whole world focused on something else. But after the war, it was resumed again. And various agencies tried to revive this celebration, resulting in multiple changes of day. In 1976, the National Council on Social Welfare under royal patronage established a permanent date for Mother's Day, choosing August 12th, which is Her Majesty the Queen Mother's birthday. The symbolic flower of Mother's Day, as we all know, is jasmine flower. It's a symbol for mother's pure and unconditional love, with purity symbolizing as the color of white.
Right. And that's a special tribute to Her Majesty. Now moving right on to our next segment.
Right. The next topic, it's about the airport tax, which will be raised expectedly next year. Well, airport tax is actually a service charge.
Right.
I didn't know that. But commonly known as airport tax. It's a passenger service charge which automatically charged in your air ticket. So the rise of airport tax means the rise of the price of air tickets. The Deputy Prime Minister and Transport Minister, Pipat Rashakit Prakan, as chairman of the Civil Aviation Board, announced that the board approved the principle of the increase of tax from 730 baht to 1,120 baht. That's around 53%, or an increase of 930 baht. Of course, the rise come from the fact that airport needed more fund to build more infrastructures to improve the service in general, and most importantly, the efficiency, and also to reduce the overflow of passengers, which keep coming to Thailand. So Mr. Pipat say that with an estimated 30 million passengers, the increase is expected to generate around 14 billion baht in additional revenue for Thailand. So the aims, as I said before, is to enhance airport safety, service standards, and efficiency. The enhancements, according to Mr. Pipat, will strengthen Thailand's position as a regional aviation hub, attracting more airlines and routes and benefiting tourism, trade, and investment. But this rise will be applied only in 6 major airports operated under the AOT, which are Suvarnabhumi and Dongmueang airports in Bangkok, Phuket International Airport, Chiang Mai, Hat Yai, and Chiang Rai.
Right, okay.
Sometimes when I travel to other countries, I saw the other airports. Actually, it's bigger than Suvarnabhumi, and it's not as efficient as Suvarnabhumi because there are escalators everywhere in Suvarnabhumi to speed up when you walk, right? But not all airports offer that, and that is also one of the facilities that the AOT would like to make it more efficient. So Suvarnabhumi Airport has been ranked among the top 10 best airports in the world in the Reader's Choice Awards 2025, which was just announced in October this year. The rank is based on global traveler votes from the annual survey conducted by Condé Nast Traveler, a leading U.S. travel magazine. Suvarnabhumi Airport placed in the top 10 with other major international airports such as Singapore Changi, beautiful airport, Istanbul Airport, huge, very huge, and Hong Kong International Airport. The tax hike that Thailand is going to apply, not only Thailand who is going to do that, but also other countries as well, like the UK, Malaysia, or India, right? But it's important to highlight that this airport tax rate increase will be applied only to outbound international flights if you travel from Thailand. But if you travel domestically, the rate still be the same.
Right. I think one of the reasons that Suvarnabhumi was ranked one of the top 10, right? I think it's because of the event boost at the airport as well, because I just found out last year that they have this particular show. It's like a flash mob show of Thai dances, Muay Thai, just like out of nowhere around Suvarnabhumi Airport. And it created this spectacles for the passengers who were just, waiting for their flights. And I think it was a very good idea, actually, because the show that they provided to the passengers were spectacular. The performers were professionals, not just, little performances that attracts tourists, but this is actual serious performance, and certain performances are like parts from Korn as well. So it's a huge flash mob of Thai dances and Muay Thai. I saw it and it was spectacular. So I think those things are one of the reasons why we got, top 10 as well.
Yeah, that's perhaps part of the reasons.
Yeah.
All right, now let's take a break. More issues to be discussed after the break. Stay tuned.
For years, the lady slipper orchid, known for its unique pouch-shaped bloom, was heavily targeted by illegal collectors. Many of these orchids were smuggled abroad, leaving the species at risk of disappearing entirely from Thailand's forests. Concerned by this rapid loss, Her Majesty Queen Sirikit initiated an effort to conserve and restore native orchid species, particularly the lady's slipper orchid, which holds both ecological and cultural significance. Her late Majesty's dedication to environmental preservation has long been evident in her royal initiatives to protect forests, watersheds, and wildlife. On January 22nd of 1992, while attending the 4th Asia-Pacific Orchid Conference and Exhibition at Ma Zhou University in Chiang Mai, Her Majesty expressed concern that many beautiful Thai orchids were disappearing from the wild. She emphasized the importance of conserving native orchid species to maintain Thailand's natural balance and biodiversity. A year later, in 1993, Her late Majesty discussed the issue with then Lieutenant General Yingyot Chotpimai, commander of the 3rd Army Region. This conversation led to the creation of the Doi Intanon Ladies Slipper Orchid Conservation Project, the first royal initiative dedicated specifically to this rare orchid. The project was established in Mae Hong Son Province to survey, cultivate, and reintroduce the species into its native environment. The project expanded in 2004 when the Department of National Parks, Wildlife, and Plant Conservation established another center in Doi Intanon National Park in Chiang Mai. Together, the two centers have become vital hubs for orchid propagation, botanical research, and reforestation efforts under the royal guidance of His Majesty the King, who continues to carry forward Her late Majesty Queen Sirikit's environmental vision. Today, the Doi Intanon Orchid Conservation Projects safeguard 62 species of orchids, totaling more than 3,600 plants. 10 of those species, about 600 plants, have already been successfully reintroduced into their natural habitats. Beyond scientific work, the project plays an important role in raising environmental awareness among local communities. Residents are encouraged to participate in orchid conservation, helping to prevent illegal collection and fostering a sense of pride in preserving Thailand's natural treasures. The initiative has become a model for ecotourism, offering visitors the chance to experience rare orchids in their natural surroundings while supporting local livelihoods. Through this balance of conservation and community engagement, the project continues to flourish as a living tribute to the Queen Mother's enduring love for nature. The Lady Slipper Orchid now blooms once again across Thailand's northern forests, a vibrant symbol of Her late Majesty Queen Sirikit's boundless compassion and lifelong commitment to protecting the nation's precious natural heritage for generations to come.
Welcome back to Thai Pulse. In this second segment, we're going to start with the issue about counterfeit items. In the past 10 months, the DIP, Department of Intellectual Property, say there were 550,000 counterfeit items were seized. That was a lot. So, according to the DIP, from January to October This year, the DIP blocked totally 1,070 online IP infringing items at rights holders' request. And over the same period, Customs also handled 319 IP infringement cases, seizing around 557,000 counterfeit items. That is estimated to create economic damage around 40 million baht. Where the agencies are also partnering with online platforms like Shopee, Lazada, TikTok, Knock Knock, or Next Gen Commerce to take down these illegal listings. The DIP and Customs are now in cooperation together to implement more measures and to strengthen the suppression of these IP infringing goods. They plan to revise and also improve procedures to prevent these counterfeit products that would be imported to Thailand to the domestic market. Why did I say importing? Because according to the DIP, these goods are produced abroad and they come to Thailand as a small postal parcels to avoid random check by the customs. But now the customs know, and they said they would proceed with the checking more.
Right.
Customs say it will increase random inspections of cargo containers and also warehouses. That include the raids as well. About authorities, other agents, they say that now they will seek court warrants to raid warehouses and storage sites in the country as well. That seizure took place amidst Thailand's ranking in the watch list under the U.S. Special 301 report in 2005. This watch list is actually a report published by the USTR Office of the U.S. Trade Representative to identify and report countries that do not provide enough protection or enforcement of intellectual property rights for U.S. businesses. Thailand expected to be out this year, but unfortunately, we're still in. And there are other 17 countries on the list as well, including Brazil, Canada, Egypt, Turkey, and Vietnam, etc. So why is this report important? Because it is being used as a tool to negotiate the tariff and also taxes between countries and the U.S. Right. Well, actually, I think Thailand is making a very good effort. Like, I would say when I was young, I saw these counterfeit items everywhere because at that time we didn't have a knowledge about this, you know. But like 6 months ago, I went to Jatujak market, which before sold a lot of counterfeit items. Honestly, there were none, zero. Yeah, and as a journalist, I try to know why. So I asked the sellers around, and they say, the police is here all the time to arrest if you sell these items. So I think that's a good effort from Thailand.
Yeah, and it also builds a better image for our country as well. All right, and up next, something to look forward to at the end of the year, especially if you love horse riding. Princess Cup Thailand 2025 International Equestrian event will be taking place on the 22nd until the 28th of December 2025 at the 2nd Cavalry Regiment Equestrian Ground, Sanam Pao, Bangkok. The core theme is building the bond between horse and rider, discover the joy of horse connection, promoting the connection between riders and horses, as well as trainers, grooms, and farriers. Is to enhance Thai rider skills and international experience and provide a high standard domestic competition platform. The major competitions are FEIC Cup for young rider 16 to 21 of age, international show jumping with borrowed horses featuring 7 Southeast Asian countries. Competition begins 22nd December 2025. And for the next major competition is the Princesses Cup Thailand, includes 5 categories: dressage, show jumping, eventing, best groom, and best farrier. Now there will also be some additional activities like the best groom and best farrier demonstrations, flea market, and food trucks. Also, if you love dogs, there will be dog events as well, like the Dog Fun Run, Zika Zuk Show, Supreme Dog Show, and K9 military dog demonstrations. And there will also be some cultural exhibitions like the Spirit of Eternal Grace, showcasing Thai art, textiles, and heritage inspired by Queen Sirikit, preserved and promoted by Princess Siriwanwari. And as for public participation, free entry to experience equestrian sports, cultural exhibitions, and various family-friendly activities. I have to say, if you have not encountered a real horse, like face-to-face or in real life, I think this is one of the opportunities that you should, because personally, I have never, think of liking a horse. It was just something that you saw on TV and on books. You don't really think much about it. But then when I was in middle school, I got a chance to visit Melbourne. And in Melbourne, there was a lot of farms, a lot of horses, a lot of livestock. And I got to ride ponies, horses, play with miniature horses. And they were just so majestic, I would say. Like, especially the full-grown horse. They're just so majestic. And, when you see photos and videos of people putting their heads, against the horses, it just feels very majestic when you do that. You feel like there's some power, some unseen power. I don't know what it is, but it just creates that love in me, for horses. They were just so beautiful, very majestic. And I just found out how difficult it is to ride a horse. It's not easy. Like you saw on TV, it looks like a trot looks easy, but actually it takes a lot of practice. You need to actually learn from the basic, to get your body aligned with the horse and actually, get the rhythm right, because you need to get your legs and your foot all balanced together with your upper body as well. It's not just riding, it's sitting on top, but everything, your physicality and the horse, you just need to be one. It takes a lot of concentration and it's a lot of fun too. So if you got the chance, I think you should definitely visit this event at the end of the year.
Right. Okay, the last issue, we're going to talk about sad situation that happened in Phuket. Phuket is struggling with surging waste as landfill overflows because there's too much garbage, more than the island's capacity. The mayor of Phuket City said the waste volume in the province is expected to surge to 1,400 to 1,500 tons a day. That's a lot, right? But the Phuket's waste management center has only one incinerator that can handle only 500 tons per day. So the local authority has been trying to encourage the local residents, restaurants, all the parties, people living in the island to sort the waste and to decompose the waste before disposing them. But obviously, that has not been successful. So there is a report from Reuters that published several months ago, I think not several months ago, but in the beginning of the year. They interviewed local residents whose house is situated just next to the landfill. And the landfill now, the garbage is piling up, and actually it looks like a mountain of garbage. Imagine if your house is situated next to the mountain of garbage. And it's such a pity that you live in a beautiful island, but you cannot go out, or you need to go out with a mask. Like this lady who owned the house just next, she has 3 children, and she said her children could not go outside without a mask because that would be polluted. The smell is very bad, and they need to run the air purifier all the time. So of course that increases electricity bills to like $200 for the small house, which is a lot. That's of course caused by rapid development driven by tourism. In Phuket, there are 13 million of foreign visitors in 2024 out of Thailand's 35 million. So that's almost half, right? And the construction also, which is growing in Phuket. If you go to Phuket, it's building everywhere. And the construction waste has pushed the waste levels above pre-COVID level. Authorities warn that if it's not managed directly, of course, it will be, if it's not already been a big problem. So the local officials plan to reduce waste by 15% within 6 months, expand the landfill again, and build a new incinerator. However, the experts say that you cannot only build more incinerator. That's not a sustainable solution. The sustainable solution is the need for waste reduction at the source and also proper waste separation, which is also an effort that the local authority has been trying to make the people do, but unfortunately it was not successful.
Yeah, that's, I mean, garbage over littering has always been a problem for Phuket. And I think many tourist attractions everywhere has that problem.
Yeah.
But in Phuket in particular, I mean...
You're from Phuket?
Yeah, I mean, it's not where I was born, but I moved there since I was like very young. So basically, I feel more like a Phuketian, I would say. So every year there's always... over garbage problem, especially certain areas like Patong, right, and Bang Tao area. Bang Tao area has the most luxurious hotels, residents, and resorts, just lining up across the beach, and basically it feels like you have your own private beach there too. But the problem is, there's always these certain areas that you would let out the fresh water out to the sea, and that is the area where you see a lot of garbage, and people would
plastic waste.
Yes, there's a lot of that, and the smell, the odor, and everything is just so bad.
Right.
It creates a very bad image for Phuket. And for Thailand as a whole too. So I think the key is that the locals should be a good example to the visitors, because sometimes the visitors think it's okay to litter because the local does it. So probably I can do it. Probably someone will come and pick it up and clean the road or something. But that doesn't always happen. Sometimes it ends up in the canals, ends up in the sea or wherever it shouldn't be. So please do not follow the bad examples. If you see locals do it, please do not follow, because I mean a lot of locals, they try to be a good example, but 100%, there's not going to be 100%. There are certain groups. So please do maintain your good demeanor in your country and also in our country as well, and do not follow the bad examples.
Right. I think one of the ultimate solution is, of course, to sort waste, which Bangkok just started months ago. I mean, it should have been started a long time already, but it's a very good initiative, because personally, when I do it, then I realize, oh my God, how many plastics I trash a day, and when you see that, you have an urge to use less plastic.
Right.
Yeah, and that's a very good thing to do. All right, that sums up our episode this weekend. We'll see you again next weekend. สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีค่ะ
This December, discover the joy of Horse Connection. Princess Cup Thailand returns, celebrating building the bond between horse and rider. Bring the whole family to a week-long festival filled with energy and excitement. Enjoy creative fun in the kids zone, special dog events, and dazzling showcases, including royal dog performances, equestrian shows, and dog competitions, along with special exhibitions throughout the event. Join us on December 22nd to 28th. Free entry for everyone. Follow us on Facebook, Princess Cup Thailand.